Number 1. The 1973 Ford F-150, listed for $7,000 and located in Phoenix, Arizona. This 1973 Ford F-100, badged here as an F-150, is being offered as a daily driver with a camper conversion, and that combination alone makes it stand out. It's not a polished showpiece. It's described as rough around the edges, but it runs, drives, and gets used. And sometimes that's exactly the kind of classic truck people are looking for. Something you can hop in and actually enjoy without being afraid to scratch the paint. Under the hood sits a 302 cubic inch V8, one of Ford's most dependable small blocks. The 302 has a long-standing reputation for reliability, easy part availability, and strong aftermarket support. Whether you're cruising through Phoenix traffic or heading out for a weekend desert trip, it's a solid, proven power plant. Paired with an automatic transmission, it keeps things simple and comfortable for daily driving. One of the most interesting aspects of this truck is the camper conversion. It's not just a pickup. It's been set up with that classic vintage overland vibe. Add in dual fuel tanks, and you got extended range capability, which was a popular and practical factory feature in the 70s, especially for trucks meant to travel. Inside, there have been some thoughtful updates. It's been fitted with new carpet, a new dash, and a retro sound radio with upgraded speakers. Retro sound systems are popular in classics because they maintain a vintage look while offering modern functionality, often including Bluetooth capability. That means you get old school style with modern audio convenience. Perfect for a daily driven classic. Now, let's talk about the character, because every vintage truck has some. The passenger door doesn't currently open from the inside, which likely points to a linkage or latch issue, usually fixable but worth noting. There's also a quirky ignition issue where the key occasionally doesn't engage the starter, requiring it to be hot-wired from inside. That could indicate a worn ignition switch, wiring problem, or starter relay issue. Again, typically reparable, but something a buyer should plan to address. The seller also notes that the actual mileage is unknown, despite the listing showing 13,000 miles. That's common with classic vehicles of this era, especially if the odometer has rolled over or been replaced. At $7,000, this 73 Ford isn't pretending to be flawless. It's a usable V8 powered classic with camper personality, dual tanks, and some modern interior upgrades. For someone looking for a vintage truck they can drive now and slowly refine over time, this Phoenix-based Ford could be a fun and affordable entry into classic truck ownership. Number 2. The 1974 Ford F-150 long bed, listed at $9,500 and located in Farwell, Texas. This one is advertised as a Ford F-100 long bed, and it carries that classic mid-1970s work truck presence, long, straight body lines, a proper steel bumper, and that unmistakable dense-idea styling Ford was known for between 1973 and 1979. If you like honest, original trucks that haven't been cut up or heavily modified, this one leans strongly in that direction. The seller describes it as all original parts, which is becoming harder to find with trucks approaching 50 years old. Under the hood sits a V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission. Ford's V8 offerings in 1974 commonly included engines like the 302 or 360, both known for durability and torque suited for long bed utility use. Whether the weekend cruiser, light-duty hauler, or nostalgic daily, a V8 powered long bed always brings that classic American truck feel. The odometer shows 74,767 miles, and while classic mileage is always something buyers should verify, that number suggests relatively moderate use for a vehicle of this age. Trucks from this era were built tough, often with body-on-frame construction and simple mechanical systems that are straightforward to maintain. The seller states that it runs great, which is key. A classic truck that starts easily, idles smoothly, and shifts properly already checks some of the biggest boxes for buyers who don't want a full restoration project. The fact that the title is on hand also simplifies the buying process, especially important when dealing with older vehicles. Being a long bed, this truck offers practicality along with vintage charm. The extended bed provides more hauling capacity compared to short bed variants, making it useful for lumber equipment or even light project work. Long beds from this generation also tend to ride smoothly thanks to their longer wheelbase. The seller is clear. No trades, serious inquiries only, and priced at $9,500 OBO. That puts it in a range that reflects solid driver quality condition without venturing into high-end, restored pricing. Clean, mostly original 1973 to 1979 Ford long beds in running condition often sit between $8,000 and $15,000, depending on rust, originality, and drivetrain. If you're looking for a straightforward V8-powered classic Ford truck with original character, usable mileage, and Texas roots, this 1974 long bed could be a strong contender, especially for someone who appreciates authenticity over flash. Number 3. The 1992 Dodge D350 Club Cab Long Bed, listed for $18,000 and located in Arlington, Texas, is powered by the legendary 5.9-liter 12-valve Cummins turbo diesel paired with a 5-speed manual transmission, a combination widely respected for durability and long-term reliability, showing approximately 230,000 miles. With the odometer currently reading 222,258 due to a sensor issue and a replacement sensor included, this 1-ton dually runs and drives great, recently completing a 7-hour road trip without issues, proving it remains road-ready and dependable. The 12-valve Cummins, originally rated around 160 horsepower and roughly 400 lb-ft of torque from factory, is known to regularly surpass 400,000 miles when maintained properly, and this example benefits from a fresh oil change and transmission fluid service, along with both power window motors recently replaced. It features a 5-inch straight-pipe exhaust that gives the truck that unmistakable mechanical diesel tone. Enthusiasts appreciate, delivering a deep, raw sound that matches its heavy-duty character. As a long bed dually D350, it offers serious hauling and towing capability, with dual rear wheels providing improved load stability and control, making it ideal for trailers, equipment, or work duty. Additional included parts such as a replacement oil pressure sensor, door pins, and new door weather seals add value and show the seller's effort to keep the truck sorted. Cosmetically, the paint shows. Normal wear and patina consistent with its age, but the body is described as solid and presentable, representing an honest, hard-to-find 12-valve 5-speed truck that hasn't been overbuilt or heavily modified, with a clean Texas title in hand and an asking price of $18,000. This D350 stands as a strong example of early 1990s diesel toughness. Simple mechanical injection. No modern emission systems, no DF, just straightforward Cummins torque and classic Dodge heavy-duty presence ready for work or preservation. Number 4. The 1976 Ford F-250 HD Long Bed, listed for $18,500 and located in Tarzana, California, shows just 39,218 miles and is powered by the massive 7.5-liter V8, better known as a legendary 460 big block, paired with an automatic transmission and configured as a 2WD heavy-duty platform. This is a kind of classic Ford built during an era when trucks were engineered with thick steel, long wheelbases, and serious torque designed for hauling and work duty. The 460 V8 from this period typically produced around 200-plus horsepower and well over 350 lb-ft of torque in stock form, delivering strong low-end pulling power that made the F250HD a dependable workhorse. Recently, on November 28, 25, the truck received extensive mechanical updates, including a full tune-up and a completed valve job, along with new valve cover gaskets, new spark plugs and spark plug wires, a new distributor cap and rotor, new drive belts, and a fresh air filter, ensuring the ignition and top-end performance are properly sorted. The braking system has also been refreshed with new brake booster, new master cylinder, and new brake shoes, improving stopping confidence and pedal feel. Comfort and drivability were addressed, as well with a brand new AC compressor installed, plus a new fuel tank for reliability and peace of mind. It has passed California smog, which is a major plus in that market, and it just received a fresh oil change, meaning it's ready to be driven immediately as a long bed HD model. It offers extended cargo capacity and the kind of heavy-duty frame strength that made these trucks favorites for contractors, ranchers, and towing setups. Overall, this 1976 F250 HD represents a clean, mechanically refreshed, big block Ford classic with substantial recent investment, strong torque performance, and the timeless square body presence that continues to attract enthusiasts and collectors alike. Number 5. The 1968 Ford F250 Long Bed Camper Special, listed for $18,500 and located in Carlsbad, California, is a standout example of classic heavy-duty Ford pickup that has already had a hard and expensive work done, making it a truly turnkey vintage truck. This camper special is described as a great running daily driver, which immediately sets it apart from many classics that only see weekend use or still need sorting. And backing that claim is over $14,000 in documented receipts. From just the last year alone, under the hood, the engine has been fully rebuilt, paired with a rebuilt automatic transmission, giving the next owner confidence in both performance and long-term reliability. The truck has also received a completely new exhaust system, improving both sound and drivability, while a new suspension setup helps this long bed F250 ride and handle far better than you'd expect from a late 1960s work truck. Traction and stance are upgraded with new BF Goodrich all-terrain tires mounted on new American racing wheels, a combination that fits the camper special look perfectly while remaining functional for real driving. Additional recent upgrades include a new starter, new power steering system for easier maneuvering, a new battery, and a new brake booster, all of which directly improve everyday usability and safety. Cosmetic details haven't been ignored either, with new badging installed to freshen up the truck's appearance while still respecting its classic identity. Registration is paid and current through March 31st of 2026, meaning there are no immediate paperwork headaches for the buyer. As a 1968 F250 Camper Special, this truck represents an era when Ford built pickups to handle serious loads and long distances, often used for towing campers or hauling gear. And this example appears to still embody that original purpose while benefiting from modern reliability upgrades. The seller notes that it runs and drives excellent and is used daily, which is one of the strongest endorsements you can get for a classic truck. At $18,500, this 250 sits in a range where many examples still need major mechanical investment, but here that work has already been completed, making it an appealing option for someone who wants to enjoy a classic Ford immediately rather than restore one over time. The seller may also consider a trade for another classic vehicle, adding flexibility for collectors or enthusiasts looking to swap projects. Overall, this 1968 Ford F-250 long bed camper special offers classic late 60s Ford styling, heavy-duty capability, extensive recent restoration work, and real-world drivability, making it a compelling choice for anyone seeking a usable, well-sorted vintage pickup. Number 6. The 1990 Ford F-250 long bed, listed at $5,250 and located in Solvang, California, is a straightforward, honest 2WD heavy-duty pickup powered by the legendary 460 cubic inch gas V8, paired with an automatic transmission and showing 176,000 miles. This truck comes with a clean title and a smog certificate in hand, which is especially important in California and immediately adds value and convenience to the next owner. According to the Carfax report, the odometer has rolled over once, meaning the true mileage is higher than what's currently displayed. But that's not unusual for a 36-year-old workhorse built in an era when Ford trucks were engineered for durability and long service life. Previously serving as a ranch truck for a vineyard in the San Ynez area, this F-250 likely spent much of its life doing light-duty hauling and property work rather than heavy commercial abuse, and it's described as being rust-free, which is a major advantage for a truck of this age. Cosmetically, the front right fender was repaired and repainted at some point, but overall the body presents as solid. Mechanically, it benefits from new tires and wheels, giving a refreshed stance and improved road grip, along with a new steering box that should tighten up the driving feel, an important upgrade on older heavy-duty Fords. Both fuel tanks are functional, and the tank selector switch works properly, preserving one of the most useful features of these long bed trucks for extended driving range. The air conditioning system needs a recharge, but the fan motor and switch have already been replaced, showing that some effort has been made to address the system. As a 460-powered F-250, this truck delivers strong torque output, typically well over 350 lb-ft in stock form, making it more than capable for towing, hauling, or simply cruising with classic big block authority. At $5,250, this represents an affordable entry point into a solid, big block Ford long bed platform that's smog-compliant, rust-free, and already wearing new rolling stock, making it a practical option for someone looking for a dependable vintage work truck or foundation for a mild restoration or tow rig build. Number 7. The 1988 Ford F-150 XLT Pickup 2D with the 8-foot bed, listed at $6,600 in Houston, Texas, is a classic late 80s Ford square body powered by the fuel-injected 302 cubic inch V8, paired with a durable C6 automatic transmission, one of Ford's most respected heavy-duty 3-speed automatics. The odometer currently shows around 56,000 miles, although the seller notes that actual mileage is likely higher, with total driven miles reported at 156,700, which is consistent with a truck that has been regularly used and maintained. This F-150 has been serving as a daily driver since July 2025, and it's described as running and driving awesome, which is exactly what you want to hear from a nearly 40-year-old pickup. Comfort-wise, the air conditioning blows super cold and the heat works properly, an important detail in Texas where reliable climate control matters year-round. Inside, the truck features a clean interior along with new radio upgraded to include Bluetooth and USB connectivity, blending classic truck character with modern convenience. It retains the factory dual tank setup, although currently only the front tank is hooked up and in use. Cosmetically, there is some surface rust and visible rust on the rear passenger side fender, which is fairly typical for trucks of this era and climate, but overall it presents as a solid driver rather than a showpiece. The long 8-foot bed configuration adds real practicality for hauling, work use, or even light project builds. The truck is freshly registered through 2027 and comes with a clean title in hand, eliminating paperwork concerns for the next owner. The seller mentions that many parts have been added over time with the intention of keeping the truck long-term, suggesting ongoing maintenance and care rather than neglect. Now offered at $7,200 with reasonable offers considered and no trades. This 1988 F-150 XLT represents an affordable, dependable classic Ford platform with proven daily driver. Reliability, strong small block V8 performance, working cold ASC, and practical long bed utility. All at a price point that remains accessible in today's increasingly competitive vintage truck market. Number 8. The 1975 Ford F-150 Explorer, offered at $13,500 and located in Strawn, Texas, is a freshly rebuilt classic Ford pickup that captures a bold character amid 1970s trucks while benefiting from substantial recent mechanical and cosmetic updates. This Explorer trim model stands out with its period-correct styling and upgraded appearance package that made these trucks more distinctive compared to base work truck trims. Under the hood sits a freshly rebuilt 360 cubic inch V8 part of Ford's FE engine family, known for delivering strong low-end torque and dependable performance, an engine platform that, in stock form, produced well over 300 lb-ft of torque and was widely respected for durability in both pickups and larger Ford vehicles. The front end has been refreshed with new bushings, helping tighten up steering response and improve overall ride stability, which is a critical upgrade on classic trucks of this era. Inside, the truck features a completely new interior, giving a clean, renewed feel while preserving its vintage charm. A brand new dual exhaust system has been installed, likely enhancing both the sound and breathing capability of the 360 V8, adding to that deep, classic American truck tone. Reliability improvements continue with a brand new fuel tank and a new windshield, eliminating common age-related concerns and making the truck more road-ready. The seller notes a clean title, adding peace of mind for potential buyers. Located in Sportsman, World in Strawn, Texas, this 1975 F-150 Explorer presents itself as a solid, refreshed classic that blends mechanical restoration with visual appeal. At $13,500, it positions itself as a turnkey vintage Ford pickup that's already had key systems rebuilt and updated, making it appealing for someone who wants to enjoy a classic truck immediately without diving into a lengthy restoration project. Overall, this mid-70s Ford Explorer combines fresh drivetrain work, updated suspension components, new interior appointments, and essential replacement parts into a clean, usable classic that stands ready for cruising, weekend shows, or everyday enjoyment. Number 9. The 1985 Chevrolet C10 Shortbed, priced at $17,000 and located in Santa Barbara, California, is a square-body Chevy that blends classic mid-80s styling with tasteful updates and a strong mechanical foundation, showing 156,328 miles and paired with an automatic 700R4 transmission. This truck is powered by a strong-running 350 cubic inch V8, an engine platform widely respected for reliability, parts availability, and solid torque output that typically lands in the 250 to 300 horsepower range depending on setup. This particular build features a K5 Blazer front clip along with 1991 Cheyenne styling cues, giving a slightly updated front-end appearance while still retaining its square body identity. The 700R4 transmission is a desirable upgrade in these trucks because of its overdrive gear, allowing for more comfortable highway cruising compared to older 3-speed automatics. Cosmetically, the truck received new paint approximately 8 months ago, giving it a refreshed exterior presence that stands out cleanly under California sun. It also sits on new tires, which improves both stance and road confidence. Described as running great, this C10 presents itself as a usable classic rather than project, offering the kind of drivability many buyers look for in a vintage pickup. The short bed configuration is particularly sought after in the square body market, often commanding stronger values due to its proportions and popularity among collectors and custom builders. Located in Santa Barbara, a region known for relatively dry conditions, the truck benefits from a climate that is generally kinder to classic sheet metal. At $17,000 with no trades requested, This 1985 Chevrolet C10 shortbed represents a solid entry into the square body scene with desirable drivetrain components, updated styling elements, recent paintwork, and everyday usability, making it an appealing option for someone who wants classic Chevy character with dependable V8 performance and overdrive comfort. Number 10. The 1977 Ford F100 Custom, listed at $28,000 and located in Cincinnati, Ohio, is a freshly rebuilt classic pickup showing 146,768 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission, presented as being in great condition with no rust at all, a major selling point for a 49-year-old truck. The 1977 model year falls within the sixth generation of Ford's F-Series, 1973 to 1979, a body style that has grown steadily in popularity thanks to its bold grille design, squared-off lines, and durable chassis. While specific engine details aren't listed, F100s from this era commonly came with inline-six or V8 options, such as a 302 or 351 Windsor, both known for dependable performance and straightforward maintenance. A recent rebuild suggests significant investment, which can offer me refreshed mechanical components, improved reliability, and a more confident driving experience compared to untouched originals. The claim of zero rust is especially notable because rust repair on classic trucks can easily run into thousands of dollars depending on severity, making a clean body highly desirable. With an automatic transmission, this F100 would offer more relaxed cruising compared to manual variants, broadening its appeal to collectors and casual drivers alike. At $28,000, it sits at the higher end of the market for a 1977 F100, a price that typically reflects condition, restoration quality, and rust-free status. For buyers seeking a classic late 70s Ford pickup that combines vintage styling with refreshed mechanical integrity and clean bodywork, the Cincinnati-based F100 Custom positions itself as a turnkey, show-worthy example rather than a project or fixer-upper. Number 11. The 1966 Chevrolet C20, listed at $10,000 and located in San Diego, California, showing just 1,600 miles since its major rebuild and equipped with manual transmission. This classic heavy-duty Chevy pickup represents a solid blend of vintage workhorse character and refreshed mechanical strength. Powered by a new 350 small block engine paired with a 5-speed manual transmission installed 5 years ago, with less than 2,000 miles driven since completion, meaning what you're looking at isn't just an old truck that runs, but a carefully revived piece of American truck history that still feels tight, responsive, and mechanically fresh. The 350 small block is one of Chevrolet's most respected and widely supported V8 platforms, known for its durability, torque delivery, and aftermarket flexibility, and when matched with 5-speed manual, it transforms the driving experience into something far more engaging than the original factory setup, giving the driver better gear spacing, improved highway cruising capability, and a stronger connection to the road. The C20 platform itself was built as a 3/4-ton truck, heavier and more robust than the C10 half-ton, which means thicker suspension components, a stronger frame, and a stance that carries undeniable presence, whether parked at a local meet or cruising along the California coastline. With only around 1,600 miles logged since the drivetrain upgrade, the mechanical components are still in their early life cycle, offering reliability that collectors and enthusiasts look for when buying a classic they actually want to drive rather than simply display. And speaking of collectability, mid-1960s Chevrolet trucks, especially the 1966 model year, which marked the final year of that generation's styling, have steadily gained popularity in the classic truck market, appreciated for their clean body lines, simple grille design, and timeless proportions that feel both rugged and refined. This particular example, located in San Diego, benefits from a region known for dry climate conditions, often contributing to better long-term body preservation compared to trucks from harsher winter states. At a $10,000 asking price, it sits in an interesting position within today's classic truck market, affordable enough to enter without six-figure expectations, yet mechanically upgraded enough to stand out from untouched originals that may still require significant work. Overall, this 1966 Chevrolet C20 isn't just a vintage pickup. It's a thoughtfully refreshed classic with low miles on a proven 350 small block, a desirable 5-speed manual transmission, and the kind of solid, honest appeal that makes it equally suitable for weekend cruises, light-duty hauling, or simply appreciating a well-preserved piece of American automotive heritage. Number 12. The 1965 Ford F-250 HD long bed, listed at $12,000 and located in Tucson, Arizona, showing 155,264 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission. This 1965 Ford F-250 Custom Cab V8 represents the kind of honest, usable classic truck that blends vintage presence with real-world practicality, described as running and driving good and ready to be a daily, which immediately separates it from many project-grade classics that still require sorting before hitting the road. Powered by a V8 engine, this heavy-duty long bed platform was originally built to handle serious work, and the F-250 HD designation reflects its stronger suspension components and reinforced frame compared to the lighter F-100 models, making it a true 3/4-ton truck designed for durability and load capacity. The long bed configuration not only enhances its utility, but also gives a truck that unmistakable extended profile that looks right at home at classic truck meets, job sites, or cruising through desert highways. Being located in Tucson, Arizona, it likely benefits from a dry climate history, an important detail when evaluating mid-1960s trucks, as reduced exposure to road salt and moisture can significantly impact long-term body preservation. The seller notes that it runs and drives good and is ready to be a daily, suggesting dependable starting, consistent power delivery, and functional drivability, which is especially appealing for buyers who want a vintage truck they can actually use rather than simply park. It also comes with new tires, a practical upgrade that immediately adds value by reducing one of the first common post-purchase expenses, and it carries a clean title, which simplifies the buying process and adds confidence to the transaction at $12,000. It sits within a competitive range for a running, driving mid-60s F-250, especially one equipped with a V8 and automatic transmission, offering a balance between collectability and affordability. Overall, this 1965 Ford F-250 HD long bed isn't just another old pickup. It's a solid, usable classic with the character of a 1960s workhorse, the practicality of a long bed, and the kind of straightforward ownership story. Selling only because there are too many trucks. That often signals a truck that's been enjoyed rather than neglected. Number 13. The 1992 Ford F-150 FX4 pickup, listed at just $800 and located in Edgewood, New Mexico, showing 300,000 miles and equipped with manual transmission. This is a definition of a budget project truck with potential, offered with a clean title and priced firmly in get-it-gone territory. While the transmission is blown and it also needs a starter, the truck represents an entry point into classic early 1990s Ford ownership at a price that's often lower than the cost of a decent engine alone. The FX4 designation points to an off-road oriented configuration, and the 1992 model year sits in the final stretch of the 8th generation F-Series. Known for its squared-off styling, durable chassis, and mechanical simplicity that many enthusiasts still prefer over newer, more computerized trucks. With 300,000 miles on the odometer, this F-150 has clearly seen real use, but that also speaks to the long-term durability these trucks are known for when maintained. The manual transmission setup adds to its appeal for buyers who value driver engagement and easier drivetrain swaps, especially since replacing or rebuilding a transmission in these older Fords can be more straightforward compared to modern platforms. At $800, it's priced below many scrap values, which makes it attractive for someone looking for a restoration candidate, a farm or ranch rebuild, a parts truck, or even a drivetrain swap project. The seller's urgency, needing it gone ASAP, combined with a clean title, suggests a simple transaction for the right buyer ready with a trailer and plan. Overall, this 1992 Ford F-150 FX4 isn't a turnkey driver, but for someone mechanically inclined, it's an inexpensive foundation with classic Ford toughness underneath. waiting for a second life. Number 14. The 1986 Ford Ranger pickup, listed for just $3,500 and located in Surprise, Arizona. Equipped with manual transmission and powered by a 2.9-liter V6 engine, showing 200,000 miles with the seller noting unknown exact mileage. This is a compact, old-school Ford truck that blends simplicity, recent mechanical updates, and daily driver usability into a very approachable package. Finished as a 2WD configuration, it represents the lightweight, straightforward design that made the mid-1980s Ranger a practical and dependable choice across the country. And at a firm $3,500 price point, it's clearly positioned as a ready-to-drive truck rather than a project. Under the hood sits the 2.9L V6, an engine known for delivering solid low-end torque in a compact pickup of this size. Paired with manual transmission, it offers a more engaging driving experience and greater mechanical control than many automatic counterparts. Notably, the transmission and clutch have both been replaced, which is a major value point on a truck of this age, as drivetrain work can easily cost thousands on its own. According to the seller, it drives awesome, suggesting that the combination of the new transmission and clutch has restored tightness and responsiveness to the overall driving feel. Comfort and usability have also been addressed. The AIC system has received a new accumulator and compressor, and the seller describes the air conditioning as powerful, a significant bonus in Arizona's desert climate, where summer temperatures regularly exceed 100 degrees. Additional recent work includes a new battery, alternator, and idle air control valve, all of which contribute to reliability and smoother engine operation. Inside, the cabin has been refreshed with new carpet and a new dash, giving the interior a cleaner, more updated appearance than many 1980s trucks still on the road. An upgraded radio system with subwoofers adds a modern touch, blending vintage utility with contemporary sound. Visually, new wheels help sharpen its stance, while the clean title ensures a straightforward transfer of ownership. The seller is firm at $3,500 and not open to trades, signaling confidence in the truck's condition and the value of the recent work completed. Overall, this 1986 Ford Ranger stands as a mechanically refreshed, affordable classic compact pickup. Simple, practical, and ready to keep working for its next owner without the immediate need for major repairs.